All right, so I have to get a good system going here. I'm making this one late because I have to start catching up on the videos, you guys. Like, I don't want to fall behind, and we need to help each other out. So boom. So here it goes. This one is about a girl who was in love with a Taurus man, but instead of giving her virginity to him, she gave it to somebody else. So here we go. I really like your videos. Taurus Barbie. Well, hi, Taurus Barbie. I really like your videos and would appreciate if you give me a response on the following. In the summer, I met a Taurus. We went on a few dates. I was a 21-year-old virgin at the time. Things developed between us where we almost had sex. At the time, I was unsure what his intention was, although I admit he went out of his way to make sure that he knew that he liked me, that I knew that he liked me. I met another guy around the same time and ended up losing my virginity to him. As it turns out, he was just using me. I was so hurt and ended up confiding in my Taurus man, and he selflessly consoled me and decided that we would still be together. Despite convincing myself that I was over the guy I gave my virginity to, I wound up going back for closure. And then we ended up having sex, not altogether consensual. I told my Taurus, who was deeply hurt, and he stopped speaking to me. I know it was a foolish mistake, and tell him once, but to do it again, to tell him once, but then to do it again was beyond stupid. He moved on and is now with someone who gives him the security he needs. I know I'll never get back with him. I know I'll never get him back, but I would appreciate your advice on how to move on and how to forgive myself and how to deal with Taurus men in the future. I gotta come up with a better system because I have to like hold the camera, look at my computer or look at my other phone and and sit it up here. But this one is easy. And what did you expect? Whether he was a Taurus man, whether he was any zodiac sign, he's a man first, right? Not only did you sleep with someone else while you were with him, you told him about it. It was your virginity, something very special and something that men for ages have fought to get, and you know, that men feel proud of. And on top of that, all men, regardless of zodiac sign, they have something called an ego. So if he took you back knowing that you gave your virginity to somebody else, even though you were with him, had to really, really hurt him. Then once he accepts you back, you play him, and then you go sleep with the guy again. You're saying that it wasn't consensual. Sorry to hear that. I mean, hopefully, you know, everything's okay with that. If it was really deep, like rape, maybe you need to go, you know, handle that with the authorities. But after that, you told him that you had sex with the guy again. So I think that you're super confused. If I was a Taurus man, I would never ever talk to you again. I would feel disrespected, insulted, hurt, embarrassed, and ashamed all at the same time. You gave your virginity away to somebody else while you were with this man. That sucks. Hopefully you didn't ruin this Taurus man, because once a Taurus man is hurt, they're pretty much damaged, and you're going to make it hard for all the other girls in his life. So I hope you haven't hurt the man. This one is a simple open and shut case. You pretty much screwed up. How would you expect him to sleep with you, look at you with inner respect and admiration after you gave what's so precious to men to someone else while you were with him? It's not like you guys were broken up. So your question is, how do you deal with Taurus men in the future? The question is, how do you deal with any man in the future? You don't sleep with someone else while you're with them and then tell them about it and then go somewhere else and sleep with him again and then go back and tell him about it. I think the question for you is, did you really like the Taurus man? Maybe you don't really like him. Maybe you didn't feel that he was sufficient enough to give your virginity to. Like, maybe you think you liked him, but you really didn't. It's something about him that you couldn't have liked, or else I just can't see why you would have, you know, given your virginity to somebody. Does that make sense? Like, if you really liked him or loved him like you think you did, you would have given your virginity to him. So after all, maybe you don't like him anyway. I mean, it is what it is. And maybe you're just hurt because he's been there for you and down for you so long, and then he finally moved on. So maybe you're like, ah, dang, you realized you messed up on, I can't say it was a good thing because you didn't like him. So I'm not gonna keep rambling on about this, but this is what happens. Like, we get with the guy, I don't know, maybe it's like the good girl bad guy syndrome, because the Taurus seemed like he was a really nice guy. And yes, I think you screwed up. I'm always gonna keep it real. Sorry. So that is it. I will send you this quick vid response, and next time, let your man kick it with you. Don't go somewhere else. Kick it with the one that you love. So we never will know if it's a loss or not. I mean, hopefully he's happy and eventually you'll find somebody else. Leave our Taurus people alone too. Don't go, you know, messing with them now and doing them wrong and having them hurt. I'm protective over my folks now, my people. So you better be nice. So no. Anyway, but I'm more protective over my chicas and my women and my babies because I love you guys. So that is it. Have a good night. Maybe you didn't like them like you think. Bye.